got it. I'm laying frame right now. But if the spider jumps on me and y'all hear me scream like Mariah Carey, just cut the fucking line off.
What's happening, my guys?
Hey,
we lost Memphis somewhere in the transition.
Yeah, we got to watch out for those spiders, I guess, with Memphis.
Yeah, new Midz on the Block, episode 3. We got our buddy Mullen Performance Audio down here. A lot of you guys know him from my other show and or stuff on YouTube. We had Memphis in here, and I think Mike will be in and out. But how you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good. I'm doing all right.
Any rate, so I think we got Memphis down here dealing with arachnophobia. I don't know what he's dealing with. We've got a few things to talk about tonight. We have I think a charity build we're doing. We've got our buddy Memphis down here that it just dropped out of the chat. He's going to show off that truck. And then our buddy Mullen. Yeah, we can go in. It's kicking it off deep though. But my man Sean, you've been doing the YouTube thing for a couple of years now, and I think you've got a pretty big build that is taking just like all of them in 9 billion years to finish. But he's been pretty sick.
Yep.
Let's see if I can pull that bad boy up again. So it's Mullen Performance Audio channel. He's got a G body. There you go. You're back.
Jesus Christ! I don't know what happened.
I'm pulling back up Mullen's channel real quick.
Yeah, all the spider killed you.
Huh?
With all the spider got you.
Man, yeah, I told him if y'all saw me scream like Mariah Carey, just cancel the live for a minute. I don't need
what would be the best worst enclosure video to pull up, Mullen?
Probably either the toilet or the fishbowl.
Let's see.
That toilet.
Or the Trinity I put in the freezer.
Yeah, I had the Trinity a second. Yeah, we'll pull that one back up.
What's up, Mark? What's up, Jacob Morris? How y'all doing?
Jake the Snake.
Let's see. I'm dropping the ball on this one. You got 59 billion videos on this bad boy now.
I got, I don't know, 300, something like that.
Here we go. Boom. 18 subwoofer in a freezer. Yeah, so he did a whole series a couple months earlier this year, and on the best worst enclosures. I'm sharing the screen now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find things to put an 18 in.
Yeah, it's either like deep freezer, refrigerator, washing machine.
Yeah, and I can't like bring that stuff into the audio shed here too. You know, that freezer took up half my shed.
You gonna pull that up real quick, Logan?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he did a bunch of whole cool stuff like that, and then now he's working on a G body wagon build. It's pretty crazy, but we definitely got some cool stuff going. This is that was the first H you got, isn't it? That's a Trinity H Series 18 in a refrigerator,
and that's only like 150 watts there, maybe. Is all that is.
It was like skips arm and leg. Oh god,
it was getting down in here.
Thanks, Jason.
We got that going, but more than not, we've got the Dirt to Demos build. Did you end up doing your thing on how many bags of concrete already? Did you already figure that out or no?
I'm up to 1,100 pounds so far.
Yeah, so 1,100 pounds of concrete in this build.
That's insane. 1,100 pounds.
Well, the car is strictly a trailer queen. It's a trailer queen, so it ain't gonna matter, you know.
Wonder what the MPG
it's
is.
A driveway.
And it's just gonna be, you know, concrete's cheaper than foam. So
true.
I beg to fucking differ.
A lot stronger.
What kind of foam do you use?
I don't believe that. I use the 3-to-1.
Dude, I can buy a bag of concrete for like $6.
All right, yeah, you got me beat because one of those foam cans is like fucking $11.99.
Yeah.
It probably cures faster than the damn spray foam too, if I had to guess.
Yeah, just get the red bags. It's fast set.
Yeah, do the fast way. Yeah,
you can mix it up watery and just pour it in there.
A set of cement steps in your vehicle.
Yeah, that's like a whole deck platform. Here we go.
Yeah, you need like 50,000 pound axles to trailer that.
You gotta understand though, that car is rusty. It's falling apart. The only thing holding it together right now is spray foam, concrete, and PL. So whatever happens to it, happens to it.
I don't think you're gonna break it. I don't think it's gonna be rigid. I mean, I don't think it's not gonna be rigid. I mean,
I just jumped in on my other iPad. Somebody close this off. I had the iPad in. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Let me see.
Okay.
And he's gone. And he's back.
Boom.
There we go. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be sick, man. Even for just what it is, I love wagons, G bodies. And I guess people were missing a thing. He's got an air ride, LS swap, Malibu in the garage too. But I love the G bodies, and I think it's gonna be sick. I think even just with the subs, the 4 subs and the amps you've got, I think it's gonna be windy, just like it is.
Is it coming?
Yeah.
Around?
I wanted to start obviously with 6. I mean, the baffles cut for 6, but I'm on a budget right now with that car, and I'm getting close to the end of that budget, and I still got to buy batteries and wire and all that kind of stuff. So I figured this would be version 1, and then I can add a couple more, be version 2, and then maybe switch over to 5 or something for version 3. I don't know.
Heard that, man.
Yes, I like that. 5.
Yeah. So
Fire
Jacob,
statement.
that Uconnect, the stock Dodge Uconnect stuff, it sucks, man. I recommend getting a new head unit.
I think a lot of people do
I
like the
recommend in the
Android.
future. Apple CarPlay, Android Play, you'll be fine.
Dude, a lot of people hate on them. Don't get me wrong, they don't have great pre-out or anything, but as long as you go with the optical out, a lot of these new Android head units I've installed have actually been fucking fine, dude. Like, I've not had issues with a lot of them.
I want to do optical. But the thing is that one, I was yesterday. I don't know if anybody saw the video I put up yesterday. One of the guys in the shop close to mine wanted a demo. He came down, and I actually did Turner lock 10 on the baseline, which I never used to go over 9. And
We're losing you right now.
Turned my radio off.
Oh wow!
All right, well, I'm gonna creep back towards the door.
He must have hopped on the Nokia.
Yeah.
All right, what about?
What's up, Jacob? How you guys doing? What's up?
What about now?
Trent? It's still kind of the same.
Yeah.
Better?
No,
A little bit.
Pretty consistent.
It should be. It should be
There you
better
go.
right now.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
I'm all.
Jason.
Yeah, so every kick, like with the volume turned up, it kicks my radio off, which I think is just breaking the connection between the iPad and the radio. So I'm about to literally external my double din.
You kicked him out.
Yep.
What the fuck?
There we go. We're good.
No, I'm still here.
Speak more clear in your eye, potato. Oh wow, yeah. Turn my up a little bit.
Oh, here, look.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mullen won one of the giveaways last week. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
What the hell?
Thank you, sir. That was me.
You're too famous to win stuff.
Yeah,
I don't feel like it.
you're gonna need him anyway, man. It's gonna come out good, and he genuinely did win. I did the boxes on those, man. I was happy with that. It was freaking. That was some of the. This is like the 4th or 5th packaging design I've done. But
yeah, it looks great. Sky High does. You guys do the best packaging. I mean, just bar none. You guys do the best packaging.
I shit box on those, but
Thanks to Scott.
It's my OCD. If it's like flawed, I'll like look at it every time and be like, it's ruined. I hate it. Like that. I'll put it this way too. So I did those cool tablecloths that have the swipe and all that stuff you see in the Sky High booths now. Well, for like half the colors, I inverted the swoop where it goes the other direction, so you can do this cool thing where they never look like it's seamless. I did the pattern where like they overlap on one corner and it's like not perfect, and just now every time I look at it, I'm like, I hate it. I should have fixed that. But you have to like think about it like a 3D space because it's like it's all flat on a single plane when you're designing it. You know what I mean?
We're watching Scott's Tism come out.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah,
yeah.
But I barely dodged Down syndrome, so I'll take that.
Well, that's true.
Let's see. Yeah, exactly.
So Stuart Holloway says, fuses under the hood. Where should I go to? For what? Exactly.
Generally speaking, people would say you don't have to.
Yeah,
I like doing. Sorry.
He's got to be a little more clear on the question.
I like fusing my power run, and a lot of people say you don't have to, but I like fusing my alternator run also. Yeah,
Your alternator power run?
I like doing the alternator to the battery too, personally, even though you don't really, people say you don't have to, but it's still another place they could ground out.
Yeah, I usually fuse anything that has the running length where it could possibly get fucking frayed or broken or dry rotted or cracked. I usually, so any power runs that go from the front to the back, I fuse. I just learned at sundown not to fuse in the back from battery to amp for people like myself, because as Log saw, he saw what I did. I blew fucking 12 or 24 fuses at once.
Sure.
Because somebody at SoundCube makes amps that are way more fucking powerful than they're supposed to be.
Sure, and you want to be putting.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Don't lie. Don't lie. It's all fake.
I know. According to me, clamping shit with every fucking piece of equipment that people could possibly say, it's still inefficient. So whatever.
It's all
it
fake,
makes
man.
me happy.
All reality, my way of opinion on it is the PCB has a fuse rating, and when that motherfucker burns through it, it's not going to keep burning normally. I've had amp fires. They'll
There's your key word, normally.
Yeah. Dude, in the excursion one time, I had Assault 12K burst into. I was listening to freaking like not rebase stained music, and all of a sudden my like Assault, I heard this like funny smell, and I had my bass cut off. Open the I like just went to a car show, so I had no tools in the excursion, and I like pull in this like trailer park parking lot on the side of the road, whip it in real quick, and I'm like turning the fans on the amp, hoping it smolders out, and I have like my fire extinguisher sitting there, like please don't hit the carpet, please don't hit the carpet, and it smoldered out. But yeah, that one threw me. I was like, I had like a Leatherman tool crammed in my battery, pulling power wires out of the battery.
Well, you said Leatherman. That's like military shit right there.
Yeah, bro. My brother got me one, and it actually saved my butt over the Alabama on the weekend when I had that tire blowout. I had the Leatherman in my center console, and somehow the jack handle for my OEM scissor jack was gone, so I just crammed the Leatherman in the whole thing, so it spun it that way. And I'm like, thank God I had that in the center console. I would have had nothing to do this joy.
Tell Jacob, I'm still trying to catch up on amped up logs, Jacob. Like you are putting out so much information so fast, and even back in the group where you were having me field some of the information, like you're putting out a lot of good shit, man.
Yeah,
I think more people need to spend time and pay attention to that, actually, because you're putting out a lot of stuff that literally, if you put it in some of these groups, you would field like 50% of the questions out.
Yeah, seriously.
But people do not like information.
Yeah, they don't want to read it.
No matter how accessible it is, I don't want to go look for it. I want to say, hey, Log, what size fuse do I need for this? When my manual says it, Google says it, the 50 other dudes in the group who know better says it, but instead of me going to look for it and do the research, tell me now, because I don't fucking feel like it.
I'm going to send them a blog.
Dude, I started on a Realm of Excursion forum days, and it's the forum just like the car forum days. If you asked a question and it's like a commonly asked thing, you just get roasted for the whole forum. Like the search bar is there for a reason.
I don't ask questions in groups because I don't want to look stupid. It don't matter how much fucking experience you have, how many brain farts you have. It does not matter. Like you ask a question in the group, especially the fucking Sky High group, fucking base heads on a budget. Don't say shit in there.
Oh God,
I love destroyed. I don't care. I like to go in there and look at shit when I'm bored.
It's all interaction, man. they whether it's good or bad, you know.
At the end of the day, though, man, I feel like honestly, though, I wish people did do more research on the stuff, because like we had literally holding supercomputers with like half of these posts. What the time it took them to type that, they could have typed it in Google and got like an undeniable answer.
Bro, if they stop, by the time they finish defending the fucking 500 people who are literally there just to fucking talk shit to them, they could have went and found the answer and been good.
But
hey, yeah. Kyle says, who's going to Ruckus? I think everybody, all of us are going. I think the whole NMOB might be there.
Oh yeah,
I think, Mullen might not be there. I think maybe.
No, I won't be there.
But I'll be selling the Sky High in the amped up booth this year. I'll be hanging out with Kyle and Jacob there, slinging some. I'm
gonna send a jet to go get Mullen.
Yeah, I should be giving those there at the amped up booth.
That'd be awesome, but Dad fell and broke his foot the other day, so I've been running our business solo.
Oh shit! Wow.
I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's just doing something. He's no hillbilly, so he thought he could like climb on this and climb on that to fix something, and he's 65 years old. He ain't a little spring chicken no more. So
barely
broke his foot. Yeah, he broke his foot, so I've been running the business solo. So I've been like crazy, but
I feel like everything I do at my age has like a result of an unrelated body part or like something totally unrelated that I fuck up. It's like I climb on something and my light bill goes up. Like that's how unrelated shit is. Like,
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
about ready for life alert. You're like 60.
fuck you.
Oh, him and Dave Cook are the same age.
I'm gonna need pics of what?
Maybe I'll have to do a full build show.
Yeah, I got a picture of Dave Cook FaceTiming me, and it looks like I'm on the phone with my dad.
I'm proud of you, son.
Right. He's the most info person in the chat, Memphis. Me?
He's 59 now. Stop it. Yeah, he's not 60 yet. Sorry.
He's close.
Yeah. He's like back in Nam. We didn't have stereo like this.
In fit person.
Oh, I'm the fit person. However, I'm the most broken. Like the army, the army, he makes your joints about 20 years older than you actually are. So like when I squat down, it sounds like fucking popcorn.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Going down the stairs the other day, I was like, my knees made noise on more of these stairs than they did not.
I walked down the stairs sideways.
Yeah. Like holding the guardrail the whole way.
I do. I gotta hold the rail.
Memphis
needs to leave them Apple products alone. Fuck you.
I got
surprised. Yeah, he said, see, Byron knows. Byron was in the army just like me. Like it makes you different. Shut up, Jacob. The routines are coming. They're coming. I'm sending them. Jacob's not gonna let me live that down. I'm trying, bro. Right now I'm dealing with fucking arachnophobia. I'm trying.
Speaking of arachnophobia, I think it's a great name for that build. But AB, you want to show it off to us?
All right. Yeah, let's see the build.
Oh my god. Can you pull up the photo?
Yeah, I can just go ahead and pull up the photos real quick in the chat.
Yeah, pull up the photo.
He's like, I'm not walking around there right now.
Yeah.
I'm not walking back in there because y'all gonna talk shit about my signal.
You got spiders and I got squirrels, man, trying to eat my stuff.
I would rather have squirrels in that truck. At least I can see them.
No. Squirrels will destroy a whole vehicle.
I can see them though.
Sometimes those bastards are out there all night.
Yeah, if squirrels pop up, at least like a squirrel can't sneak up on me. Like I'm not afraid to get in the vehicle because of a squirrel. I would see his big ass and I would be good. The spiders are like falling.
Squirrels.
But yeah, so Memphis already got it torn down quite a bit, and it had some older equipment in it. We've got Sky High, we've got custom speaker pods, and I think you can probably tell us who else we got. But we got quite a few people donating product for this guy. You have more details on this build, Memphis, than I do.
Yeah, so it's a 2007 GMC Sierra. And I know I'm going to put a damper on our podcast just a little bit right now, but so what happened was, if people don't know and they didn't see my live the other day, I was reached out to a buddy of mine named Doughboy. Actually, as I was on the plane coming back on my last leg coming back from Sky High, and he asked me if I knew anybody who had sponsors to get the build, to do something for his friend who was terminally ill. So when I asked him, I said, "Who's the friend?" And he told me the guy who it is, Johnny Outlaw, is actually a guy who I came up in the custom car scene with, who I looked up to, man. He has some nice custom builds, and this one isn't short of that. And he told me that Johnny actually had stage 4 cancer. He's on hospice, and they gave him 6 months to live 7 months ago. And he got a truck. He got this truck, and all he wanted to do was get some audio done in it. Get the audio that was there already redone. And so I told him at that point, as soon as he said it, I said, I'll do it myself. Don't worry about it. Just call it a day. And that's when I put it out to the rest of our team here. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this. What's going on? And everybody, without hesitation, was like, yeah, we'll support you. We'll do this. Sky High is actually going to do all the audio components in the inside. The only things I have to do to get going on right now is we got to get the install products, which if we don't get it, because I have a short time frame, and I hate to say this, but because he was given 6 months to live 7 months ago, I'm on a short time frame. I want to get this done and get it where he can enjoy it. Yeah. So the whole cancer thing is near and dear to me because my sister passed away a couple of years ago on Christmas. I actually held her hand till she passed away because she had cancer and she didn't want to tell me. So when I found out, she was literally in hospice, unresponsive, and her mom called me to come over there, and that's how I found out. So this one hits near and dear to me. And, he dropped the vehicle off himself, him and his wife. So what I'm actually going to do, I told him I was going to do his vehicle, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do his vehicle and I'm going to do his wife's Jeep. And, with everybody, Jeff Snyder said he's helping. If everybody don't know, he's with Ari. We got to do this every time we say that.
Yeah.
So, is everybody frozen? Okay.
No, you were frozen for a second. We're good.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna do his vehicle, and then we're gonna do his wife's vehicle with a small setup as well. So Sky High has agreed to give me all the components I need: the speakers, the subwoofers, the amplifiers for his build. Custom Speaker Pods has agreed to give me the speaker pods for his vehicle. So we're going to do that. Only thing I need now is basic install products, wiring, fuses, different things like that. A DSP, an alternator, a battery. His vehicle will be done. And then his wife's vehicle, I'm going to change the whole component system out in there and give her a radio. And that should be done as well. So NMOB partnered up with the companies who want to help. That's what we're going to do, man. I think that we have to get back to that. People are so focused on, the drama and the little bullshit that's going on in the audio scene. And I think if we do more things like this, it'll change that dynamic because this is the important stuff that we should be focused on. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If any other companies want to jump in and help us out, feel free to contact anybody you see on here. I have a chat going right now that we're adding people to slowly. So if you inbox me, then I'll simply add you to the chat, let you know what we need. Also, we will be taking a financial donation in case I can't get everything that I need for the vehicle. I'll be able to purchase what I need from any of the supporting companies. So it's not a necessary thing. I'm not putting that out there. I'm not even putting out anywhere to take financial from right now because I don't want it's not money focused. We just want to do something good for somebody. So when I get to the point where I don't have everything I need, then I'll start reaching out. But that's about it. But like I said, I got a 2 to 3 week time frame where I want to get this done. So
that's pretty realistic. So we're gonna do Brandon, custom speaker pods already signed on, so we're probably gonna do it. I'm assuming, I think we haven't, I don't want to speak out of line, but I think we're gonna either do probably Sound Cube or probably Sky High components or coaxials in the front doors.
Most likely.
And then something smaller on the bass side and mids and highs amp to feed it. So I mean, it'll probably be a smaller, efficient build, but it'll probably still be plenty loud and sound great from what we're getting together.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna get away from the behind the seat box. I just don't like working in that restricted space, so I'm gonna get rid of the behind the seat box. Take that out. The amps will be mounted under that back seat, but I'm going to I'm gonna build a center console and I'm gonna put a 10-inch subwoofer in the center console.
Nice.
You'll have more output with that single full-size driver than you would two shallow guys anyway, and it'll probably look sick anyway.
Exactly, and I'm looking at a HDS2 to put in there.
Those are good stuff.
All reality, dude. I would almost even do I don't know. So you could probably get away with doing a 5-channel in that truck, but
I was thinking that too. But when we look at, if you look at the packages that are offered, you know what I'm talking about?
Sure, and we could have taken, we could do an individual mono and a bass amp for the pricing of the larger, nice 5 channels.
Yep. So I think that's the best thing. And I mean, he's so appreciative. If y'all check on some of the posts that I've made about his truck, especially with dealing with the fucking 10,000 spiders that keep pouring out of this vehicle on me. He called me today. He was like, man, I just went by Ace Hardware. They're actually sold out on bugs, on spider spray. He was like, but he wants to bring some down. And he's about an hour away. So I didn't want to have him come down. And I spent about $50 a day on different anti creepy crawly shit to fucking, keep me safe. Because I'm not pulling this fucking car apart anymore until I find every fucking infidel that's in it. So
I think we should be good though. Get some good pictures of him and the truck and his wife and stuff. I think it'd be great, man, because it's already a sick build. So I mean, with some modern updated equipment in, I think it's gonna be a sick truck. And I love the '90s paint job on it. So I mean, I'm about it, man. And I appreciate you for putting it together too. And I'm glad he's local to you. So that just worked out like it was meant to happen. Well,
here's something even better. You know Shane Hicks?
No, off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
So Log knows who he was. He was at Sundown. He's an outstanding fucking photographer. My profile picture, he took that. So he's coming here when it's done, and he's gonna take the pictures.
Oh, sick.
Nice. That's
And
awesome.
then 757 Shine, which is a really prestigious detail shop. They do a lot of high-end details. They're gonna fully detail the truck when it's done. And that shop actually located right next door to me, so it's pretty easy.
Perfect. Yeah.
So
What's up, Aaron? We need to get Aaron on the audio sellers too.
Hey, there's Aaron.
you.
How you doing, Aaron?
Yeah, so that's the gist on that one. If anybody has any questions, they can always, like we said, reach out to me, Log, Mike, Jay, or fucking Scotty. Email me. Message me if you want to be a part of the team. That helps. Donate things to this. I'll simply add you to our chat, and we will get everything taken care of, man. It just feels good to do something nice for somebody.
Man, I'm already flooded with ideas now of cool amp racks on like vanity panels behind that seat now and stuff like that. Because once you take that box out, you can do a sick amp rack behind there.
Yeah, because there's plenty of space for amp racks. There's just not enough space for any subwoofer that's more than 4 inches deep.
Sure. The thing I keep getting in my head now is, I don't know if you guys have seen the popularity of kind of get rise. I've seen a lot in the Clean Wire Club. I'm loving where the guys are doing either the fabric wrap or the ABS panels, where they're making the whole amp rack and having it clean.
JP.
Yeah. JP does beautiful ones too. And then installing the amp rack into the car assembled, and then just hooking up positive and ground to it. I'm loving those installs.
Yeah, JP does good with that.
Mm-hmm.
The next nearest show to Kansas City, Missouri is probably Wake the Dead in Jonesboro, Arkansas in 2 weeks, a little bit under 2 weeks. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Really cool.
What you said? Wake the Dead?
Yeah, Wake the Dead. It's October 19th. It's an all-day show from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
That was what I thought when I saw that question come up. I was figuring Wake the Dead was the next thing, because the 252 custom show is this weekend in Carolina, and then after that is Ruckus, which is the 9th and 10th, but I like to say the 8th, 9th, and 10th because we get there on Fridays.
Yeah.
And then after that, there is Turn Down for What, I think, and then TDH.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to hang out with Kyle and Jacob. Like I said, I'll be slinging stuff in their booth. I'm assuming you'll be there with them too, Log, so we'll all be pretty close knit. And our Sky High guys are coming out, so we'll have Mike and Sam with Deviate and stuff. They'll be there, so we should have a pretty cool team.
Yeah,
of the
Byron.
Everybody, yeah.
Oh yeah, Byron's coming. He's paying for everybody's hotels. No,
that is not. That is not what I heard, but I will add him to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think but the Sky High crew I think there's 7 to 9 vehicles we're supposed to be bringing.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It should be sick.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who's all going to be demoing there at the Amped Up Car Audio booth, but I should be.
You with your new wall.
What?
Let's talk about
that.
No,
the box mods.
Nope, let's talk about that.
It's some pretty serious box mods. I'm making the box a little bit bigger.
He's like 2 to 3 times bigger all around.
Yeah, strengthening up the cabin quite a bit.
Concrete.
I think it's gonna be above the window line.
It might be above the window line. But yeah, it should be pretty nasty. I'm still sticking with ZV6s, with the Salt 6s one Salt 6 per sub.
I mean, it's tried and true, and you got them, man. So might as well send them.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready, Kyle.
Should get down pretty good, but these box mods are. I only have like a month now to get it all done, and I'm still.
You had 30 days yesterday.
Yeah, and I still gotta swap out my suspension. For those.
How far are you from North Carolina there?
From Fayetteville, I'm like 13 hours. Yeah. So
I wish that you were closer. I'd come help knock it out. I wish that Memphis was closer. I'd come help knock that out.
There's plenty of space for amp racks. There's just not enough space. I'm 3.5 hours away from Ruckus. You're in Georgia. You're like 6 hours from me. That's close enough.
That's not the worst. Yeah, no. I drove more than that for down show over the weekend.
Yeah, you're close enough.
You guys are all down south of me.
Hell yeah.
I'm too far up north.
Yeah, where you
at? Indiana.
I got nothing cooking.
I'm about an hour away from Slam. It's about where I'm at.
Okay.
The old Slam.
West or east? Or
yeah.
what?
I'm right on the Indiana-Ohio line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about 2.5 hours from Slam, but I'm in Illinois.
Oh, okay. You're on the opposite side of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am got a sound quality system that I'm pretty content with. I don't even have a sub in the car right now. I have the high pass filter turned off and running the doors full range and just being really careful not to play rebate music.
Just wanting to blow shit up.
I sold the 12 setup and I'm waiting on my box guy to make me. I'm sorry, the 8 setup and I'm waiting on my box guy to make me a single 12 fourth order that I'm going to fire through the back glass, off through the rear stock sub hole, and then. But he just ain't done it yet. But so I'm probably actually going to have him pick. I'm going to pick up the sub at Ruckus. I'm going to have John send me a Trinity E12. And then so I'm probably going to try to throw it in at the show.
Nice.
But now kind of sucks. I got another expense threw at me. I was driving to the Alabama show and I passed this like terribly just repaved bridge on both sides, but the bridge wasn't repaved. Hit the first side, my tire literally exploded. Like I saw rubber in the back window, and then by the time I looked forward, I was driving past the other side and went just wham, and like the wheel definitely hit the higher raised road on the other side of it, and I got a tire fix. It's like now I got a serious vibration in that corner of the car. So I'm like, yeah, that wheel's bent because I saw he had clambered on like 9 ounces of wheel weights on one side. So it's like, yeah, I already know. But so now I'm gonna try to find another set of wheels for Ruckus now. So I'm gonna try to find some Tesla Model 3 Aero wheels.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything on the new place for Slam.
Me either. Yeah, they haven't released it yet. I've been trying to scope the guy's page and
Donnie and his wife.
Yeah, I haven't found anything.
Let's see.
I know they're trying to keep it. I know at least from what I've heard, they're trying to keep it somewhat close to Indy, if not in Indy still. But I don't know.
Yeah, I drive back and forth. I go back to my house that night and then come back the next day. That's what's nice about it being in Indy. I can just travel back and forth. I don't have to rent no hotel, no nothing. It's tiring getting up early and then schlepping the golf cart there and the truck and unloading and all that kind of stuff, but every day. But
yeah, dude, I think every year with Slamology, I think about the Oregon trails, how I feel about it every time. Like I'm making this journey across the United States.
That's what I feel with going to North Carolina. It's just like I'm driving after like hour 8, I'm just dreading my life.
But it's not the worst for me. It's only like 4.5 hours, but it's honestly like a pretty scenic route once you get like most of the way to North Carolina. Yeah. The only thing I can say right around that Hickory area and stuff like that is if I just wish I was walking around with like 20 grand in my pocket because there's like square body Chevrolets on every fucking road corner and somebody's garage in the yard, and I'm just sitting there just like, dang, brother, I wish I had money right now to go get this road. I'd get a car hauler full of square bodies on the way home.
Right.
I got to get a tow pig. I got to get a tow pig and a trailer before next year.
That's what I'm on.
I haven't even posted up yet. I got me a tow pig. I got me a 94 Silverado long bed.
Somebody over at Sky High headquarters wants to sell me a tow pig for $1. Well, I ain't gonna say, but for a good price.
Yeah.
A white one?
Nope, a gray one.
Oh.
Hey, we didn't
gray and blue one.
Yeah. What's up, man?
But I'm like, if I get that, I don't know if I'm gonna tow with it.
I really just got mine to do truck stuff, to be honest with you. Since I sold the Excursion and I don't have anything with a ball hitch on, it's like anytime I want to do anything, I gotta like borrow somebody's truck, some bull crap like that. It's like when I go to Jake, go to kayaking, I gotta like get picked up because I can't throw the kayak in the Lexus. So like,
high as that truck is, I could see myself angry in traffic and rolling over the back of somebody. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool truck. I get nervous. I don't even want to drive it, dude. The white truck's big enough for me. I drove back from John's house in that white truck. I told you about it. It's a huge wide dually, and it was down to one lane road with road cones for like miles, dude. And like the truck,
I drove the white one like it was a Fiat.
Dude, I've been driving my fucking Lexus for a year now, so I drop in this huge, long, lifted dually, and I'm like, this is a big SOB right now.
Man, what I did was I got in it and I just pretended that it was a Fiat and I just drove. Like, only thing I didn't do is when I got to the hotel, I paid them $20 and I was like, I want to leave it right here. It doesn't go in the parking deck. You don't move it. It doesn't do anything. It stays right here. And I come out in the morning, I get in and I go about my business. And they let me do it, so it was fine.
Nice. I parked in the parking deck. I think my asshole ate a hole in that seat in that parking deck.
That's why I wasn't going in the parking deck.
Don't get me wrong. You get out and you're like 2 feet away from it. But when you're looking up to that panoramic roof, it looks like that roof is just right there at the top of that parking deck going through it.
Yeah, nope. Not at all. He wouldn't have no fucking seat cushion left because my asshole would have ate like 50%.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I got my girl in the car and she's just like, I'm freaking out. Like, I don't want to scratch. And John's like, John doesn't care. Obviously.
Yeah, he don't give a shit, but I care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I like barely touched the tire on like a curb turning into the parking deck. And I'm like, oh my God, if this truck's worth more than my net worth. And like, if I
don't want to be looked at as the guy. I'm the 10th guy that drives it and I fuck it up. Like, no.
Yeah. No, either way, it's cool though. But speaking of that too, so we covered Mullen, we covered the show truck,
Hurricane.
I'm glad. How do you guys feel about the Hurricane stuff, man? And I'm glad. It seems like I haven't seen anybody that I know, or that we have quite a few friends in Florida, with Mike and Sam and all those guys, that I don't think anybody seriously got some serious damage. I've seen some flooding, but I've not seen anybody that's out of their house or home right now.
Yeah. Same.
Go ahead, Log.
I think it was coming in. Real hard, but it calmed down like just in time to not completely obliterate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it went from a 5 to a 3, I think is what they said.
Yeah, when that touched down from a 5 to a 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, it's still nasty. They still had water, drug a lot of the beach up into the houses and stuff like that. But today, tomorrow, next week, they're going to be finding a lot of stuff.
We'll do Mark's question and then do Jason's if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Mark, if you're gonna go to DC route, I would go level 5s, not level 6s. And
I like level 5s personally better for demos too.
Yeah, level 5s are way better. On top of that, they're gonna require you to spend less money
on power to back them up, because you'll need more power.
But my personal experience, I had 2 DC level 5 12s. And I went directly to Sundown ZV5 12s. And I gained a lot. Just in my build, I know DC is like a smaller box, and I actually built my 4th order exactly what DC wanted me to do. Had nice small sealed sections. And those ZV5s outperformed, sounded better on lower power than the DCs. Just in my build, but I've heard DCs go crazy.
See,
awesome.
Mine was backwards of that. See, we had DC level 6s, 815s in a build, and then we swapped for ZV6s. Now we lost like almost 3 dB on the meter, but again, it also crushed 20 hertz versus the DC subs in our build and Florida did not play lows.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the build.
That was the Mike said I had 8 level 6 18 that couldn't keep the top parts together. That's the same thing. That's why we changed from DCs to this unannounced, because we were literally shredding soft parts. The cone was separating from the surround.
Jesus Christ!
You done?
I'm alive.
Andretti's for the Toy for Tots. You going to be there? I can go to the Andretti's on November 3rd. I should be able to make that happen. Hey, Scott Dillard. What's up, Jason DeClue?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, and then Jason DeClue pulls up.
We should invite him on right now. Right now. Have Hurricane off.
That's my best friend.
Yeah,
I know.
Should I get them on the live?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurricane Houston and then Hurricane DeClue.
Yeah.
Jason,
I'm sending you a link right now, and we'll have a Hurricane off, and
so I can share some stickers up. I can share some stickers up my ass.
Hey, dude, Jason DeClue, nut up or shut it up. I've even given him a hard time in the past, but I'm sure everyone has seen the wall photos now with that steel wall with the wood in it.
I like Jason. I just like to give him his fair share of shit.
Oh, I do too.
He gives it out, so he got to be able to take it.
I'm sharing the screen now of Jason DeClue's wall. Now that it's got the
It's
metal
got
in it.
fucking wood in it now.
That's what I'm saying. The metal and the
Does
wood.
it?
In it. Yeah.
Yeah, from Noah's Ark.
Let's see. Hey,
Yeah.
it's got wood in it now. Is the glove box still in it?
No.
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
Nope.
It's behind the
it,
wood
yeah.
panel.
It's
No, the
behind it.
dashboard's right up there on the
I
right
see it
side
now.
of
Yeah, you can see the ridge.
Yeah, it's right there.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
he said he's at work right now, but he would love to come on.
That dashboard though should make it much louder.
Very true.
Why do you have the glamour shots up there? Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Gotta go, man.
Stop sharing. Stop screen. No.
Stop sharing screen.
I'm just gonna let mine. I'm gonna let mine eat.
When
I'm
you
gonna let
share the
mine eat.
screen, I'm
Whenever
like,
it breaks, it breaks.
that's
Yeah.
like going in somebody's phone pictures and not knowing what's in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, oh no, a dick pic.
Oh, yeah.
I had a guy on a motorcycle. I had a guy on the front of my house. He was on a motorcycle, dropped his phone out front and took off. I picked it up and I'm like, oh shit, how do I, so I started kind of like scrolling through his phone. I'm like, who do I call? And I'm like, okay, what's he look like? And I was like, oh shit. All right. I didn't want to see his old lady, but okay. Okay. I got his name. He showed it back up like 10 minutes later. I'm like, oh.
Flashback like fucking 15 years ago, or maybe even a little bit longer now when flip phones were still a thing. I thought it was gonna be funny. My brother and I got this bright idea to I'm gonna take a picture of my ass and put it as my grandpa's phone screen background, right? Just to mess with my grandpa. And so my grandpa, he doesn't really even use his phone. He literally will take in, like when he gets home, he gets turned off, put on his table, and then he gets up the next morning, he'll turn it on, he'll slide in his front work pocket. And so me and Cameron were hanging out there for the weekend. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture of my butt and put it on grandpa's phone background for a joke. It happened. So we went to go work with him the next day. He like literally like as soon as we get there, somebody asked him if they can borrow his phone, and he pulls out his phone out of his pocket, hands it to him, and it's like a picture of like a adolescent teen boy's butt on his background. And it's like, I swear I did that, Papa.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
Oh my
You
god.
are going to jail.
Yeah, that could have been bad thinking about it. Yeah, I never thought about
like a really close up picture of nuts, like close enough where they can't tell what it actually is, and you got to like stare at it.
But
like, what's this? A leather coin purse? Like, what is it?
Yeah. So that was not the best thought through joke because he was oblivious to it, so he had legitimately no idea at that point.
That's army shit right there.
Yeah. They just randomly made me think about that for when you talking about seeing the photos you didn't want to see.
I knew a warrant officer in the army who was like, he had a really sensitive stomach. Like, you could mention shit and he would start dry heaving. So every morning when I woke up and took my morning shit, I used to send it to him. Like, no matter where I was, I could hear him in the building somewhere, like dry heaving. I'm like, yep. I'm like, you got it.
What the hell?
I know if people are, if the live is on my page, some people on my page know exactly who I'm talking about. But yeah, back to the hurricane. He said, I want to come on, guy, but I'm at work. We know you at work, Jason. Yeah. I'm going to get you one day.
We'll get him on one day. I've never interviewed Jason LeClue, and again, he it'll be good.
I did a live with him. Like a couple months ago, like 2-3 months ago.
Yep.
I want to make a meme like Hurricane versus Hurricane and be like an anime versus or something like that.
He's gonna be like the hurricane in Florida right now. It started off as a 5 and it turned to a 3.
Hell no.
Rigid though, really rigid. What's up, Jamie? He's got with Car Audio Direct in Canada.
Talk big shit, turn to a 3.
But yeah, so the hurricane. I know Mike J. So y'all know Mike J. He's DTP. He's NMOB as well. Which he just popped up. Maybe he's gonna come on. I don't know.
He better. He's packing his truck.
But y'all know Mike J. He is packing his truck so he can go down because he's got a crazy amount of donations that him and one of his friends, I believe, had brought down this past weekend, and then he's going down to actually help. Not sure what you're doing down there, Mike, but why don't you tell us?
So
stripping.
I'm going down tomorrow after work to work Saturday and Sunday and come back late Sunday night. Honestly, it changes hour by hour. So I literally don't know what I'm going to do when I get there, but I have hand tools, power tools, chainsaw, generator, water, bunch of fuel, trauma kit, lighting, batteries, all kinds of stuff. So I could be clearing roads with my chainsaw. I could be pulling stuff with the truck. I got a bunch of towing stuff I'm bringing down with me. I could be bringing people supplies out of one of the main distribution hubs. I literally don't know until I get down there, but I will try and keep you updated.
You're there to help.
Hold on.
Electrician, so you never know if you got to do electrician stuff.
I got plenty of those.
Log and Mike, hold on 1 second. There was somebody who asked us a question down there. I just saw him pop back up. He said,
I think I was popping it up, but we were talking at the time. He said, "How much power you put into level 6s?" Like 20K, you know.
That's a 4-inch coil.
Yeah,
like that is a 4-inch. There's a 4-inch coil, so you got to think about it as opposed to where I ran level 5s and I was giving them probably like 15 to 2K a piece, where you could probably give them 4K and they'd still be fine. You got to think about it. You got to add at least 30% to those numbers for a level 6. So when you think about it, when you want to make things cost effective in these builds, unless you're just somebody who's rich, which nobody on our live is. So if you're rich and you don't care, then get the level 6s and do whatever. But always look at things from a cost effective point of view. And if you get the level 5s, you can still be just as slide with the level 5s on appropriate power and spend less money.
Well, the cool thing on that too is it's the same reason. Like I had XV3s in my Excursion. I could have afforded ZV6s and stuff like that, but it was about efficiency. Obviously, the same thing. I wasn't even at manufacturer, distributor cost, whatever you want to do. I'm not rich. I still have to pay for my equipment, so it made more sense to do an amp per sub. And the cool thing about when you use the step down sub, you can do full extension of that subwoofer normally as long as you have clean power and not be clipping it, versus if you go the next step up, you're going to need more power, more lithium, and all that stuff to go hand in hand to be able to support that power you need.
Yeah, and ask Log about full excursion on things.
Yeah, he knows.
Full excursion and full power. So my 4th order, I was able to throw 19,560 watts to my ZV5s, and I was continuously doing this. I was burping these with
Full send.
insane amounts of power, and they were just taking it.
Clamp power.
Didn't throw them as far as this ported box, but yeah, this ported box, I push them completely all the way to the X Max after proper break.
No, you X Max them, my guy. You don't X Max.
Yeah.
X Max.
I'm X Maxing it, but it goes all the way, and I haven't ripped a surround, and I haven't tore a spider.
Well, see, that's actually the limit.
Tore lots of things, but those.
That's actually what limits in a lot of drivers, that's actually what the tool is used to limit the X Max of the driver. And from my understanding, like you're not supposed. And don't get me wrong, if you're free airing and stuff like that, you will bottom it out. Like trust me, I had bottom out at ZV6, I had bottom out at XV3s, but generally speaking, they use the soft parts to limit the X Max on the motors. It's not going to be physically limited and bottom out.
Yeah, he takes those things to. He said 100% agree. Gained a lot dropping from a 4 to a 3. Yeah. I mean, it's love laws.
I was going to say, I think personally the gold helps, maybe some elasticity of the surround will keep it lit.
It adds 3 dB. I know that.
At least.
He said, would I recommend, would we recommend 12s or 15s?
Depends on your free airspace and how much power.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how much space do you have?
Yeah, I mean,
throw the 15s in, man.
For a trunk build, for the standard size of a trunk, I'm always gonna say 12s.
I was gonna say 12 too.
And you can do a lot with 12s. Like Mike J has done crazy numbers with 12s. I've done really impressive numbers and just demos in general with these 12s.
A lot of people
think a big enough trunk.
I got 2 12s in my truck.
You're not gonna tune low with 2 15s in a trunk.
I was about to say, you have to even make sure, unless you want to build a box in the trunk, make sure you can fit a 15-inch through your opening of your trunk. I said for 3 months I was going to do a single 15 in the Lexus till I measured the opening for the trunk. And I'm like,
they're tight in those cars.
Yeah.
Yep. And building in the trunk creates a whole new list of
new monster.
It's so much fun though, because you can destroy shit, dude. Like it's just taking it out.
I mean, when you think about it, building an enclosure in the trunk is the same as me building a wall in the truck.
Yeah.
Just miniature. Yeah, it's like a
I just
miniature
got
dollhouse.
way less fucking space. I can't crawl in like I would, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I've done it before. What I did though is I gutted the entire vehicle, so there were no seats, so I was able to crawl and lay around and do whatever I wanted to in there.
I think in the last 40 years, even since 2020, the stuff that guys are doing out of the trunk now.
You weren't
like
alive in the last
walls,
years. You were not
blowing
even.
my mind. Dude, a guy, Aaron Mills, FI Ruthless guy, he did 155 dB with a pair of 12s out of his trunk, and I'm like, dude, I didn't do that till I had a wall and 615s.
Who's the guy? Who's doing? Somebody's doing a full steel trunk. There's 6 subs in it.
Wow.
I heard full.
I just saw it. I think it's an RP, but it's
okay,
it's
Hank. Yeah, Hank with a bunch of 12 or a bunch of JP63.
Yes, that shit looks wicked.
215s will eat that up if you're tuning low.
Well, I don't believe it.
You're gonna have to build into the trunk, though. I mean,
definitely.
You have that much.
Your trunk is that big, but you're not gonna be able to utilize that much space in that.
Yeah,
trunk.
no, not at all.
I was gonna say,
if you see what if you've seen his enclosure, like that full steel fucking welded build in there, like I got high expectations for that thing.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be one of those things. I mean, they are really in the lane, so they're gonna tune to like 69 hertz and just send it.
Oh my god, fucking aneurysms.
I would love to do one of the trunk build. I'd love to do a trunk build and then do the Amprac where the back seat was. Especially like a 2-door coupe or something like that. I would do like a 2-door Civic or some shit.
But that's not really a true trunk build. It's not all in the trunk though, Scott.
I don't compete. Whatever class it falls in, it falls in.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it when you're not in the lane.
Yeah.
When the subs are in the trunk, it's a trunk build, damn it.
My truck is a truck. The white truck's a trunk build.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm not in the lane.
It's all in the
it's
trunk.
a trunk in the truck. It's a hatch.
Let's see.
Great. Old
Most
school
time people see me demoing but don't look in the truck and they're like, what do you got in there? I'm like, 2 12s.
But it's really 258 12s.
Every time you make a post about it, you make the number higher.
Yeah.
The last post you made said 96 subs. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's severely underrated.
No, I was showing my girl your truck, and she thought it was just the one side. I'm like, no, babe, there's a whole nother side of those subs over there. Like,
Everybody who sees it thinks it is one side. When I first started it, I started to fucking to only post pictures of one side.
Yeah.
And then post demo videos after that. But I was like, no, because I've learned that the more information I put out, the more hate I get. So I'm like,
well, that's what these two people are like. It's got so much cone there. I'm like, yeah, dude, take half the subs out. It's still gonna be windy as shit. You know?
Yeah,
dude. Somebody commented on my video of your truck saying that, oh, it's pretty sad. It's all installed improperly. When one cheap 15-inch sub can beat you on the meter. Yeah, you got to reach or something.
Pull up then. I invite you to pull up in the same vehicle with a single 15.
Yeah, well, he's talking about Carlos doing the 170 dB with
that
the
doesn't count. Do people not understand what that testing is?
No, they don't.
They don't understand that.
Yeah, people.
Memphis, yours is a 4th, right?
It's a 6th.
Oh, it's a 6th. Okay.
Yeah,
you're the one with you got the cross ports in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are cool ports too. I like how that 6th is laid out.
How did you do the marbling effect inside there, by the way? It looks like it's marble on the top and bottom.
It's actually a sheet of marble.
No way.
Nope. Y'all didn't know that?
No.
What?
It's a sheet of marble on the floor and on the roof.
Bruh.
Oh, y'all giving me hell about concrete.
Right.
So I got a buddy, man, who's a buddy / he's a really good friend now. He's a customer turned really good friend, but he works for this big fancy bathroom remodeling company. And I joked with him one day when I was building it. I was like, man, I said it'd be cool as shit to have marble floors in here because I had just got my house floors marble.
I
And
swear to God, I was about to say, dude, Memphis was getting something done in his house. He's like, this granite really sets it off. And then he's
It
like,
was.
I'm filled with
I
this,
did
dude.
the floor marble at the house with the same marble pattern. And he was like, I can get you some. And I was like, whatever. And he shows up to my shop with 8 sheets of marble.
Yeah.
Oh man, it'd be nice if it was quartz and you could backlight it.
How did you get it? How did you cut it? And how did you get it in the truck without cracking it?
Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, guess who just popped up?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
So if y'all don't know, this is who the truck belongs to.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he brought you some bug spray.
Yeah. So he just showed up with bug spray that helped me get rid of the fucking spider problem. I brought treats. Bro, it's ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do now, everybody, is I'm gonna jump off the live. Y'all keep it going. I think we literally got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, give him a hug, everybody. Tell him we appreciate him too.
Yeah. Man.
Yep, I'm gonna take care of him, and then I'll see y'all guys later. Everybody else who logged on, I remember what we talked about earlier with his build. Anybody who wants to support, go ahead and make sure you jump in my inbox. I'll add y'all to it, and we'll continue to do something great for somebody.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, appreciate it, buddy. You'll be good.
All right, man.
All right.
See you.
Yeah.
I mean, log if you really want to. We can go and start wrapping this unit up if you want to.
Yeah, we can, but I just got to touch on this. Marble in a box is what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I want to
Awesome.
come back around to it and see about. Yeah, sorry about is that kind of foreshadow or undershadowed your concrete there, Mullen? But yeah, I don't know how we got to the end of that. Because that sheet's got to be
That's
5
right.
feet long. It's got to be 5 or maybe 6 feet long, sliding in that baffle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
How heavy was that? How did you take the windshield out and slide it through the front long ways?
I guess it depends how thick it is, right? I'm thinking like countertops, right?
Yeah,
Is what I'm thinking.
What's a countertop? Like 1.25 inches or so, or?
I thought he did like a epoxy pour to make it look like it was marble the whole time, or like laminate or something, or a vinyl wrap. I had no idea it was real marble.
Yeah, bougie as fuck, man.
On that.
Yeah. I just get black carpet off Amazon and I wrap stuff halfway okay.
I just buy Raptor liner, coat everything in Raptor liner.
Yeah.
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 It hides everything.
It will. But hell yes. I mean, episode 3, wrapping it up. Mo, I'm sure we'll have you back again, buddy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thanks for coming on,
I'm
Sean.
good.
I like seeing that G-body build. That thing's nuts.
Yeah, I'll get farther along in the build, start loading subs up and stuff like that. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Like I said, my baffle's cut for 6, so I got a couple holes to plug. I got to figure out if I'm going to probably do the back 4. The back 2 will have to be inverted because the box is not deep enough for those 18s to go down into. I don't know. I'm old school, man. I like my subs in the box. I like them in the enclosure and being able to see them work.
Leave the rear 2 out, plug the rear 2 and do the front subs.
Yeah, I thought about doing that. I don't know if the ones in the middle, the box has this weird like step up, and that's where the back axle of the car is. So the box goes from being, I don't know, 10 inches deep in the back to 18 inches, 20 inches deep in the front. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got 23 cubes to play with there. So I think
pretty good on airspace.
Yeah,
4 of them would be happy. 6 of them might be a little, it'd probably change my tuning frequency up a little bit. But
I think it's how rigid it is, and I think with 4 of them on that much power you have, it's still going to be pretty damn windy.
I'm excited.
Yeah, 8K per. So we'll see what happens. I don't care. Like I said, YouTube is not. Extreme cabins are great when you're watching it, but when you watch it on YouTube, it's not. Like I told you that time, like when you deadened your doors and all that stuff in the excursion, it didn't look as good on YouTube.
Yeah, because the doors aren't going like waving in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm just going to let it eat, man. Whatever it destroys. I don't care. So it'd make better YouTube content.
Sure.
100%.
That was the downfall of mine was, do I want to tear it down and do a full rebuild or just let it eat? You know what I mean? And then I just let it eat, bro. But I mean, at the end of the year, it was a beer can, literally. But yeah.
Yeah. But I don't have to drive it every day either. So I'm good with that.
Valid. Yeah, that was the difference is I was dailing. And once I hit that 160 number, that it just shredded the truck. I guess I got bored of clip out. Yeah. But hell yeah. At the end of the day, guys, we're going to wrap this guy up. We're hitting on the hour mark now. This is a new Midz on the Block, episode 3. And again, Mullen and Long, I appreciate you guys and everyone making a good weekend.
Yeah, have a good weekend,
All
guys.
right, man.
See
Have a
ya.
good one.
You hitting the end right now, buddy?
Yep.